He ran through the crowded market with sweat pouring down his face, clutching a small bag of rice that wasn't even his. The shop owner behind him shouted for him to hurry because another customer was waiting. Daniel pushed his way through people twice his size, dodging carts and piles of goods. By the time he returned, his chest was burning and his legs felt weak. For that run, he earned the equivalent of a few coins. That was his life, running errands, carrying bags, washing cars, surviving day by day. Daniel didn't have money, connections, or powerful relatives who could open doors for him. What he had instead was something most people around him had already lost: belief that his story could still change. Many people looked at him and saw a poor boy stuck in a poor place, but Daniel looked at his life differently. He believed the beginning of a story didn't have to decide how it ended. Still, belief alone didn't make things easier. Every day was a reminder of how far he was from the life he imagined, and sometimes the world seemed determined to prove him wrong. Daniel grew up in a neighborhood where survival came before dreams. His family struggled constantly. The house they lived in was small, crowded, and often dark when electricity disappeared for days. His parents worked as hard as they could, but effort did not always equal opportunity. When Daniel was 15, the little stability the family had collapsed. His father lost his job. Overnight, the small income that kept food on the table disappeared. The tension inside the house became unbearable. Bills piled up. Meals became smaller. Some nights the family simply went to sleep, hoping the hunger would fade by morning. Daniel watched his parents worry every day, and something inside him shifted. He knew he had to help. School slowly became impossible to maintain. Eventually, he made a painful decision. Daniel dropped out. While his classmates continued their education, Daniel stepped into the harsh reality of adult responsibility. He worked anywhere he could, washing cars under the burning sun, carrying heavy bags in the market until his shoulders ached, cleaning shops late at night. The money was barely enough, but it helped the family survive. Yet every exhausting day carried the same silent message from the world around him. This was his future. Small jobs, small money, small life. People were not shy about saying it out loud. One afternoon, while Daniel was unloading goods from a truck, an older man laughed and shook his head. He told Daniel that boys like him never escape places like this. According to him, life had already decided Daniel's limits. The words stayed in Daniel's mind long after the man walked away. For a moment, doubt crept in. Maybe the man was right. Maybe dreaming was foolish when reality was this heavy. But Daniel refused to let that thought win. He didn't know exactly how he would change his life, but he knew one thing clearly: he would not stop trying. Weeks later, something unexpected happened. After finishing another long day of work, Daniel passed a small electronics shop. Inside, he noticed a man working quietly on a laptop. The man looked calm, focused, and strangely confident. Curious, Daniel stepped closer and asked what he was doing. The man explained that he ran an online business. He promoted products and earned money through the internet. That simple explanation hit Daniel like a spark in darkness. Until that moment, he believed success only came from jobs controlled by employers and connections. Now he realized something powerful. Knowledge could open doors that money could not. From that day forward, Daniel became obsessed with learning. He had no computer and no internet at home, but that didn't stop him. Whenever he found access, he used every minute carefully. He watched free tutorials. He studied how businesses worked. He listened to people who had built something from nothing. The process was slow and frustrating. His first attempt to start an online service failed completely. Months of effort produced nothing. No customers.
No results. The disappointment was crushing. Still, he refused to quit. He tried again with a different idea. That failed too. Then another attempt collapsed just as quickly. Each failure drained the little savings he had. There were nights when Daniel lay awake staring at the ceiling, wondering if he was wasting his time chasing something impossible. Doubt whispered that the easier choice was to give up and accept the life everyone expected him to live. But every time that thought appeared, he remembered the hunger his family faced and the promise he had made to himself. He would keep going. Years of persistence slowly began to change things. Daniel noticed that many small businesses in his community wanted more customers but didn't understand how to reach people online. He offered to help promote them using the skills he had learned. At first, nobody trusted him. They saw the same poor boy who used to carry their bags. Finally, one shop owner agreed to give him a chance. That single opportunity meant everything. Daniel treated it like the most important project of his life. He worked late into the night improving advertisements and learning what actually attracted customers. Slowly, the results started appearing. The shop owner made more sales. Word began spreading. Another business owner approached Daniel for help, then another. What began as one small client turned into several. Daniel's confidence grew with every success. The boy who once ran errands for coins was now building something real. Years later, his small service transformed into a thriving company, helping businesses grow online. The same people who once doubted him now spoke about him with respect. But Daniel never forgot the struggles that shaped him. He returned to his community and started teaching young people the same skills that changed his life. He believed opportunity should not belong only to those born with advantages. If this story inspired you, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stories like Daniel's remind everyone that starting with nothing does not mean finishing with nothing. Sometimes the people who begin with zero become the ones who win the most.